Hello children, this is Peter and today we are going to practice a little bit of Trinity grade 3. We are going to start with Unit 1. You know, Unit 1 is about home life and routines. Okay, so we are going to see the different questions they may appear in this unit. You know, we have different things we do in the morning, in the afternoon and in the evening. For example, what do you do in the morning? Okay, we have to say, in the morning, I wake up, I get up, I wash my face, I have breakfast at 8 o'clock, I get dressed at 8:15, I brush my teeth, I have a shower, I go to school. Okay, these things you have to say. When they ask you, what do you do in the morning? They can ask you, what do you do in the afternoon? What do you do in the afternoon? In the afternoon, I leave school at 2:30. Then I have lunch. I do my homework and I watch TV or I read. I prefer you to read, kids. Then I have English lessons or I have dancing lessons or gymnastic lessons or karate lessons, okay? And then I have a snack. Remember, have a snack, merendar. Okay, some other questions could be, what do you do in the evening? I have dinner in the evening, I go to bed, okay? Because the evening is very short. They go to bed. Evening for English people is like night. But they don't say night, they say evening because at night they only sleep. Okay, what else? Question number 2, they can tell you, tell me about your daily routine. Okay, you have to say, okay, in the morning I get up, I brush my teeth, I have breakfast, etc, etc. Then you say, in the afternoon I leave school, I have lunch, I do my homework, okay? And finally, and in the evening I have dinner and I go to bed at 10 o'clock, for example, okay? It's good that you say times, not with everything. Don't say, I get up at 8 o'clock, I wash my face at 8:10, okay? You don't have to say a lot of times, but it's very good to say some of the times you do things. For example, the time you get up, I get up at 8 o'clock. The time you leave school, I leave school at 2:30. And the time you go to bed, for example, I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Okay, question number 3. What time do you have breakfast? Okay, I have breakfast at 8 o'clock, for example. Or what time do you go to school? I go to school at 8:45, for example. What time do you wake up? I wake up at 8 o'clock. It depends on your routine, okay? But you have to know the times, you know. O'clock, 8:15, 2:30, and 2:45. Another possible question. Do you drive to school? No, I don't. Okay, you don't drive. No puedes conducir todavía. No, I don't. My father drives, or my mother drives, or I go to school walking, or I walk to school, sorry. Question number 5. What do you usually do on Tuesdays? Okay, for example, on Tuesdays, I usually play football. On Tuesdays, I usually study English. On Tuesdays, I usually visit my grandparents. Okay, something you usually do on Tuesdays. Question number 6. How often do you have English lessons? Okay, how often es con qué frecuencia. How often do you have English lessons? I have English lessons twice a week. 2 veces a la semana, twice a week. Or 3 times a week. Or once a week. Or I have English lessons on Thursdays and Tuesdays, for example. Question number 7. Do you like basketball? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Question number 8. Does your father like cooking? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Question number 9. What does your sister, brother, your father, what does your sister do in the morning? Okay? Be careful with this, because your sister, your father, your mother, you have to use present simple, but you have to add the s at the end of the verb, because you know they are special, he, she, it. Okay, so my sister gets up at 8 o'clock, she has breakfast, she brushes her teeth, she has a shower, she gets dressed, and she goes to school. Okay, and what time does your father have lunch? My father has, okay, because it's your father, is he. My father has lunch at 3 o'clock. Does your mother drive to work? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. How do you go to school? I walk to school. Caminar. I walk to school. I go to school by car. I go to school by bus. Okay? Well, these are some possible questions about your routines, which is Unit 1. Okay? It's very important to know the times. Remember, o'clock, quarter past, half past, quarter to, and it's very important to say the routines for you, like I wake up, I get up, I have breakfast at 8:15, I brush my teeth, and also for some other people, he or she, like your father, like your mother, like your brother, and be very careful, because you have to say he does his homework, or he watches TV, okay, or he reads, okay. Remember, you have to put the s at the end of the verb when it's he, she, or it. Okay, I hope you liked these questions. Now we are going to practice. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to be silent so you can answer. Okay? Then I will say the answer. If your answer is similar, is that it's right. Okay? Let's go. I'm going to ask one question. What time do you have breakfast? I have breakfast at 8:30. What do you usually do on Tuesdays? I usually play with my friends on Tuesdays. Do you like basketball? Yes, I do. No, I don't. What does your brother do in the afternoon? In the afternoon, my brother leaves school, he has lunch, he does his homework, he watches TV, he reads, and he has a snack. How do you go to school? I walk to school. I go to school by bus. I go to school by car. My mother drives the car. My father drives the car. I don't drive the car. Okay, so those are some possible questions, and you know the biggest question, the one in which you have to say what do you do in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening would be, tell me about your daily routine. Okay, and you have to say everything. In the morning, blah 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 blah. I wake up, I get up, I have breakfast, etc. I get dressed. Okay, don't forget to get dressed. You don't want to go to school naked. And then in the afternoon I leave school. Remember, you leave school at 2:30. Okay, I have lunch, I do my homework, etc. And in the evening I have dinner, I go to bed, everything. Okay, I hope you like it. This was Unit 1, Trinity Grade 3. Bye.